that's kind of a reward for how hard you work. Do you feel like, as a coach's son, you have to outwork everybody just to prove that you belong?
I think definitely when you like just growing up as a coach's son, I think it does. You have to show even more like who you are and stuff because people you never know what preconceived notion someone might have. But then again, I'm always just focused on my parents just taught me to always just be my best, work my hardest, and that's always just what I've been focused on. And I'm always just gonna work really hard no matter what. Yeah.
Did you think you had that TD at Florida State?
Yeah,
Kind of walk
yeah,
us through that.
yeah. So at Florida State, so I knew I had the guy beat, and Chase he made a good read. He was looking at Ross's side first, but the corner bailed, and he threw it deep. But so I waited on it a little bit, and the guy was holding my arm, but I actually caught it with my one-handed, and I came down with, and it like switched to my left hand, and I came down with it. But actually, I think Bart Boatwright took a good photo of it. The guy was holding my one hand, and I had it like this, and when I was like, and the guy already signaled touchdown, but when I came down, he got both his hands because mine was still down here. I couldn't put it away, and he took it. But I mean, I still think like I thought I came down with the ball, had it possessed and everything, and it definitely wasn't an interception because he got it when we were out of bounds. But it could have gone either way, I guess. But I do personally think I did.
Did you want to go to your dad and go, hey, why didn't you throw the red flag?
I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that.
What was it like to be so close on the fake field goal, and you look at it in reverse, and you can see you had a score, almost scored against Florida State, to finally get it done, to do it at home?
Well, third time's a charm, I guess. But for sure, I mean, that was the after the NC State game. I was happy we won, but super disappointed in that because like I felt super ready for it and stuff. But it was just a simple mistake of just not taking the catch for granted. I felt ready for it and everything, but when it's easy, that hole was huge, and I was already kind of looking at that, and I kind of was a little lower, and I just didn't get down and get it. But I got to stay down and catch that, and but I took responsibility for that, and I said, you know what, I was upset in the moment, but I said I just got to move on. And my dad actually helped me a lot with that. He told me, he said, don't focus on what could have been, focus on what still can be. And that really helped me a lot because I was like, you know what, that's exactly right. So what I did was the next Monday morning, I got up at 5:30, went and worked out on my own like I normally do, and came and worked out with the team. And I just said, got to move on, flush it. And Florida State, I thought like, oh, I got a touchdown, and the call didn't go my way like I wanted it to. But I still just said, all right, just keep working. And so it was awesome to get it this week and that same end zone. And I really just feel like I'm just thankful that God blessed my hard work in that moment.
Obviously, Coach Scott is the receivers coach, but who do you think you've learned more from about playing the position, your dad or your good buddy Hunter Renfro?
Well, I think my dad kind of taught me like all the basics and stuff growing up. And I would sit in the meetings a lot when I was like in elementary school, the segments. So I kind of learned all the basics. But I think definitely now that I'm in college, like in practice, Hunter teaches me a lot of the nuances. And and I ask him a lot of questions too. He might get annoyed, I don't know. But they've both helped me a lot.
Where does that work ethic come from where you've got so many 4-star and 5-star guys in front of you and you're out here, trying to work to get your opportunity?
Right. Well, it's better to be ready without an opportunity to not be with one, and I know that I can help this team, and I just try to work hard. I know there's a lot of improvement I have to do, and I've already seen a lot of improvement, so that's encouraging. And so whatever I do though, I'm gonna work my hardest and just try to glorify God with that. So that's just what I strive to do.
What's it like to do something your dad never did?
I know.
What's it like to have that on forever?
It's pretty cool. He's like, oh, if I was in this offense, I would have scored tons of touchdowns. But I don't know. Who knows? But it was just it was a special moment, and be able to share that with him was pretty cool.
Speaking of Hunter Renfro, he obviously graduates after this year, and you pick his brain a lot. He's the ultimate walk-on success story. Do you look at next year and go, maybe?
Well, I mean, I just know that. I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't really focus on who's coming in and all that and stuff. I just focus on taking the most of my opportunities. I know either way, like in practice, I get opportunities, and however many I get, make them count. That's just what I focus on, making my reps count. And I definitely try to learn from Hunter and use whatever he does to improve. I learn from all the guys, but then again, I'm just focused on being my best and helping the team any way I can win games.
Are there any challenges that come with trying to juggle, I guess, being the Dabo's son and playing on the team and that kind of stuff?
I think, I mean, there definitely can be some challenges, but I feel like I've worked through most of that. You know, the guys on the team are great, and everyone knows me, who I am, and I feel like at the end of the day, I always just feel like another player. Coaches treat me like another player, and that's, I mean, I'm sure like being his son, that's definitely is added attention and all that, but I just take it in stride and just focus on being my best and focus on what I control, not other things.
Any opposing players give you any extra trash talk or anything?
Oh, like other teams?
Yeah.
No, not too much, not really. I know in high school it was kind of like I felt like every game, whoever they were playing against, they wanted to go extra hard because they knew Coach Swinney was going to be in the stands. Oh no, they could do something against his son. That's gonna, but that was kind of fun. So I was like, I knew I was going to get everybody's best. But it hasn't in college. It's been good. Nothing too bad.
Along those same lines.
My mom's, oh, she just like, Wilbur, oh, you know, she was just going crazy. She was just super excited for me, and I was happy. And it was both my grandparents' birthdays, actually, my dad's stepdad and his mom, so she was super excited. She said, that's the best birthday present ever. So it was really cool to see their reactions.
What is the biggest difference between Coach Swinney and Dabo, the dad?
Well, honestly, it's very similar because he really does treat all the players like his son. I mean, honestly though, sometimes I feel like he'd be harder as a dad than he is as a coach, because he just wants to. But at the end of the day, he just wants to mold us and make us great young men. And it's really cool to see, because I've always had known him as my dad, but then actually seeing him as my coach, it makes me appreciate him even more and seeing like, wow, it's so awesome that all these other players that play for him get this type of wisdom and knowledge. And he just really teaches us how to think the right way. So that's really awesome.
What's it been like with your brother bringing Drew up behind you?
It's been really cool. Drew, he almost had a catch Saturday, but I think DK kind of got hit as he threw it, so the ball airmailed. But Drew, he's loving it. He's in Power Hour right now. He likes just working out, getting strong. But it's been cool having him here. And Clay, he's all alone at the house now, so he kind of goes crazy sometimes. My mom's like, y'all got to come home more often and see Clay and all that. But it's been good. I've enjoyed having him.
What are the family basketball battles like?
Well, as you know, Hunter Renfro broke his finger with us a couple of years ago playing basketball, so you can imagine to be pretty intense, especially when my dad gets out there. It gets heated. It's fun though. We have a great time. We just like to compete in whatever we're doing, you know.
What was it like having Coach Stallings around over the weekend, and how well have you gotten to know him over the years?
I've gotten to know him pretty good, and obviously I know him very well through my dad because I feel like anyone feels like you know him when you hear my dad tell the stories. Like, I think a lot of the players, when he came and spoke to us, they're like, dang, that voice is just like his, the imitation. But Coach Stallings, I mean, I really appreciate him and all he's done because I know he gave my dad his first chance, and that led to probably where is today. So I really appreciate Coach Stallings. And it was awesome to see him this weekend. Drew and I got a picture with him on Thursday, and he's just a great coach and even better man.
Has your dad instructed you to maybe mix in a fair catcher once in a while?
Oh yeah. I think that was probably like my first time ever fair catching Saturday. It still got hit, but no, they definitely told me, they're like, yeah, you got to be smart now. We know you want to make a play and do something, but so when I saw it was short Saturday, I'm like, oh, I'm going to fair catch this, but I still got hit, but it's good because we got 15 yards out of it. So.